Hey,
Yes, sir.
I'm Stu Rosoli. I'm Stu. I'm from headquarters
Good to meet you, sir.
in Greensboro.
Okay.
Nice meeting you. And have you driven these already now?
I have.
Okay. So you did this course though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Good?
So we'll just go through the routine and you can say whatever you feel like, and we'll go from there.
Okay. This is adjusted here a little bit.
Do you have M drives in your fleet or in your?
I do not.
Okay.
No,
Do you have Allison's?
I don't have that either. No.
Okay.
No. We are. I can tell you we're in a transition right now. So
Okay.
we ready to go?
Yes, sir. Just drive and we're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so, well, I guess if I think of any things that the other person didn't tell you, then we'll cover that.
Sure.
So what we do here is slow down a little bit, and you can even stop and put it in manual mode.
Okay.
So hit the M on the shifter, and you can start rolling. And now give it a little bit of gas, and if you take your foot off, it should just pretty much hold that in the gear that you're in. So we're in third gear, we're going along smooth. If you hit bumps, you're not going different speeds, it controls it. You could hit the negative button and it'll downshift a second. You could hit the +2 or upshift if you wanted to. But basically, so if you're in traffic or if you're waiting in line in the queue, you get filled or something, you can just kind of creep along and take it at ease or on a job site. I mean, I can make this fun turn here. And you could hit drive again just to go back to normal driving. Now it'll just shift as it feels it needs to. Did you do the Mack accelerator going up the hill?
I think the other gentleman, Chuck, went over most of it with me.
Okay. Yeah, so if you put your pedal down all the way, so you're accelerating if you're on a highway or something, probably more common. When you get to where it stops, you push a little bit more and there's an extra spot there, and that'll actually downshift it for you. And it's kind of like a passing gear if you're on the highway, so getting past somebody. And that's actually an option, so some trucks you get in might not have it if you hadn't asked for it. I think on the construction trucks it's not always there. The highway trucks I think we typically do it. So as you're going now, as it shifts, if you accelerate it, it can actually skip gears, so it'll go from 6 to 8 to 10 or however fast you're going, 2, 4, 6. When you hit the performance button, we'll do that on the way back, then it'll do one gear at a time.
Okay.
So go ahead up to where it says stop here for the grade gripper. Stop here. Alright, and now when you take your foot off the brake, it'll hold you for 3 seconds, so you don't have to worry about going back.
Okay.
And then if you hit the accelerator, so the point is, like if you're in a manual transmission, you pretty much got to get off the clutch and get the accelerator right away. On this you can go from the brake, get over to the accelerator without worrying about drifting back.
Yeah, it's a very nice feature.
And it actually sets the foundation brake, so it's not just holding you with the transmission or anything.
Sure.
So, yeah. So you can go ahead. And the other feature then, if you want to stop again, we could go. I think this has the creeper gears in, so we could actually hit manual and go down to creeping mode, where the lowest one, C1 or C, might just say C, is a 32-to-1 ratio. Like if you hit negative and go all the way down. So C1 is 32-to-1.
Wow.
So if you start now, it's pretty slow startup speed, and it'll hold you at that. So maybe if you're dropping stones, or if you're in a really messy environment, or pouring a curb with a mixer, that would be something you want to be in. If you hit the plus button, it'll go up to C2, which is a 19-to-1 ratio. So that's kind of like if you had a manual transmission, like a Fuller LL type of thing, is around 17-to-1. So very similar. You could hit drive again and go down the hill. Basically, this isn't a good setup for it here, but the engine brake is right here on the stalk. So all the way up is off, then low, medium, and high. And then if you go all the way down, it's the max brake, which will downshift the transmission so the engine brake works longer. So if you stop here, so we're on a hill pointing downhill. If you hit reverse and take your foot off the brake, once again the grade gripper will hold you from rolling forward. So if you hit the accelerator, now it'll release the brake as you're going back up the hill. And if you're in, you can actually downshift the reverse. We might have to go to manual. No, it didn't. So depending on your speed, so C2, so there's, we're in C, how do we get that? The reverse, I must have knocked it out. All right, if we go R1, R creeper, I think that's all we have on this. So you got a reverse or you got a creeper gear for reverse. If you're really in something messy or you're really loaded going up a steep hill, you can downshift into a low reverse. And there's actually other reverses that we have that you can go to your dealer and have them turn them on. So if you really needed to get into lower gears or shift down or up as you're in reverse, you can do that. We've done that for those high track, you know, the trucks that run on the railroad tracks.
Yes.
We've done it with those because they could go for miles in reverse. So you want faster rear end ratios or reverse ratios. So if we go forward. So up here we'll try the this roll free feature. So if you're stuck in the mud or you're caught up in a ditch or something, I always say, I'm from the Northeast, so if you're stuck in the snow when you get your car stuck, turn right here and go through this. If you get your car stuck, then you get somebody pushing you and you're going back and forward till you get loose. You're trying to make a bigger footprint for your tires to get out. So if you stop here, and then what we'll do is we'll put it in performance mode, which is kind of gives you a little bit more, it'll hold out longer till it shifts. We'll take off the mud and snow feature, so the auto traction control. Take that off so it'll let the wheels spin a little bit more. Now if you let the truck roll backwards, keep your foot up the brake. Okay, we might have to go forward a little bit. So go forward, now release the accelerator. You might have put it too there, and it'll roll back. Now you can hit the accelerator again, pull forward. So you can basically roll back and forth until you get
your way out of a
exactly.
situation. Yep.
Exactly. Awesome. And if you're really stuck, then you have a diff lock and you have an inner wheel lockout. So you can lock out just your front drive both tires on your drive axle or all four if you're really stuck and want to get out. Now you can try those first, then try the rock free as the second thing. Different combinations of things you can do. Because obviously you don't want to have a front end loader or something come over and pull you out if you don't have to, right? So we can go up to the next thing if you want. And let's see, we'll turn the traction control back on, and we can take it out of performance. So in the construction trucks, that performance button will make you go through every gear. And then it will stay in until you turn it off. On a highway truck, and you could get this on a construction truck too, we have the option where if you hit performance and you're going up, say you're going up and you're loaded and you're going real slow up the hill, it will, once you get back to highway speed, it'll automatically turn itself off. So you get better fuel economy when it's not in performance mode, because it can skip shift. So, and you can do this if you want here. I don't know. Basically, what the other feature here that we didn't cover was there's a neutral where if you're on a paver and you're loading your asphalt into a paver or something like that, so the paver's pushing you, and now it comes time where you're empty and you want to go. What you used to have to do is hit the brake, like tap the brake and hit drive, so that it could kind of know that you're going to shift. But that puts a ripple in the paving. So if in this case, if you're rolling along and you hit drive, it'll just go right into the paving. Okay, sure. So and we didn't really cover that, but that feature is there, and it's something you can try as when you're drifting down a hill or something if you don't have a paver push. That's a really nice feature. We were being asked by customers for that, and we were able to actually develop it to work. So if you want to hit the performance button, and we'll kind of go up this hill here, you can accelerate, and the gears are on the keypad, but they're also right in front of you on the co-pilot at the bottom of the screen there. Yes. So you can actually see it shifting through gears. So you can look at that without having to look to your right. You can look straight ahead and keep your eyes on the road. So accelerate a little bit, it should go up. There we go, 3. So it's going to take you through every gear like you're driving a manual transmission, basically. And that'll take you through. But it basically lets the RPMs go up a little bit higher, more aggressive, gets you through every gear if you need the extra power. So you can take the performance off, and we'll head on back home. So are you running ultra shifts or something like that now?
We had all manuals.
Okay. Okay. So this is one of those resistance things with a lot of drivers. It's like, oh, I can't drive an automated or an automatic. I'm a man, right?
Right.
And what we found a lot of times is if you can get a demo or something and get a guy in the truck for a week, they don't want to get out.
Yeah,
They're
no,
like,
I really like this.
so much better.
I just really like this setup. This is the first automatic that I really like that I've driven them, and I just it seems like the 14 speed gives you plenty of.
It gives you a lot of versatility.
That's
You can
right.
hear it that it can run, get really good fuel economy on the highway. So you get loaded, you're running down a certain distance and having to drop off to get good fuel economy. I think the best thing is, as you use, just being able to do the plus, the minus, the manual. There's things you can do, you're actually controlling rather than just push drive and go. So, well, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I don't know.